Happy Premier League fixture release day for everyone who celebrates. Now, I thought we'd have a little discussion, breakdown, expectations, while it's fresh, while the fixtures have just come out. So, we'll have a little discussion. Also, I know we play the same teams twice every year. You can't predict anything. Nothing's going to happen the way you think it is. But what's the point if we can't have a little whimsical chat and expectations when the fixtures are released? So this is how the fixtures are looking. And Thomas Frank, possibly on paper, statistically, couldn't have hoped for a better first game. In terms of playing one of the newly promoted sides, at home. It's what you'd really want. I don't think I'm being too, dismissive of Burnley to say that for your first game of the season and your first game in charge of a new team, you want one of the newly promoted sides at home. So really, it's an ideal start. Then we go into Man City away, a place we typically do quite well in, but obviously, we're still never going to be confident for that game just because they are Man City. Rounded off with Bournemouth at home. Not a bad first month, You're always going to get one of the big six in your first sort of few fixtures, so it's no real surprise. September is one of the months we should be looking to, try and extract maximum points. Not saying the games are easy by any means. West Ham away, we never do well at. Brighton, I'm still having PTSD from that 3-2 last season. But West Ham, Brighton, Wolves as a month, it's not too bad. It's not too shabby. We can always hope. October, Leeds away, Aston Villa at home and Everton away. Again, on paper, Villa being the standout. Not a bad month to try and pick up some points. We've probably got about 12 players injured by this point, really. So, who knows what's going to happen. Now, November is a very, very... is a scary, scary month. Chelsea, Man United and Arsenal all in a row. I'm not 100% sure when the Champions League group stages finish by. So hopefully these games are uninterrupted, but probably not. So November is a month that we all need to deactivate for a little bit. Go into hiding, make peace with whatever gods you pray to. And just hope for the best, really. Because that's going to be a tricky one. But I still expect 15 points. Which is not possible because there's only 4 games. 3 times 4 is 12. Ignore that whole joke I just made. Now, December is where my eyes sort of always go when it comes to the fixtures. Because you play a lot of teams and you play a lot of teams quickly. So it's a very, very vital month in the season to try and maximise points. And I've got to say, again, on paper, don't be using this as me saying we're going to win it all. But it's not a bad month. The standouts are obviously Newcastle away and Liverpool at home. In terms of, real difficulty. But Brentford, Forest, Palace and Brentford again. I thought I was going crazy there. But it's not a bad month. It's a evenly spread month in difficulty. Saying that. No, that is a hard month. I was saying that off the assumption, that Forest and Palace aren't having the year that they had last year. Do you know what I mean? Put it this way, when I say things look decent on paper, we haven't got 6 of the top 6 back to back. Do you know what I mean? If we can get away with just, 2 of the bigger teams in a month that we played 6 games, I'll take it. Let's just caveat that right there. January, Sunderland, Bournemouth, West Ham, Burnley, Man City. Now that's a nice month on the whole. Sunderland at home, Bournemouth away is a tricky one, but West Ham at home, Burnley away, and then Man City at home. It's not bad. It's not too bad on paper. Again, I'm recording this on the 18th of June, so who knows what's going to happen between now and then with the transfer windows and other teams. But again, just whimsical chat, just some fun chats. Now, February is another month to go into hiding. Whatever hole you crawled into in November, book another trip. Get back on Airbnb and rebook with that host. Because February we play Man United, Newcastle and Arsenal back to back to back again. We're probably going to have a Carabao Cup final to sprinkle in there as well. So that's going to be tricky. But I think we'll be able to manage it. But yeah, February, another month where you just try and get out with what you can. That's all you can really hope for. Before we start heading into the crunch time in the season, March, we have Palace, Liverpool and Forest. You know, on paper, traditionally nicer month, but again, in recent years, Forest and Palace are both very, very good sides. So, no gimmies at all. April, we're looking at Sunderland, Brighton, Wolves. So, similar to September. 2 away games, but again a nicer month compared to others. And then we finish the season quite big. We've got Villa away, Leeds at home, Chelsea away. The second to last game of the season is a real tough one. And then we actually finish the season at home again. I don't know when the last time we started the season at home and finish it at home would be. Who did we play last year? Who did we start? No, that was the year before. Okay, my mind's gone completely blank. We're just going to not worry about that. So there you have it. That is the Premier League fixtures for the year. Obviously, we have Champions League to sprinkle in with that. So them months are going to get a little bit more hectic as that goes on. Hopefully, the more we progress. But as far as fixture list goes, it's well balanced. As you know, we've got 2 horror months, but realistically, you're going to have that. You, like I said, you're going to play everyone twice. You can't get away from that. You can't hide from it. It's just facts. So, you know, let me know your thoughts on, you know, tricky months, any of the fixtures I've maybe underplayed or, you know, downplayed is the word I was looking for there. And just let me know your thoughts, your expectations, your hopes, your dreams. Again, we're only on the 18th of June, so a lot can change between now and then with the transfer window. But, hey, like I said, just a fun little chat between friends talking about Tottenham's Premier League campaign. So, as always, we'll be there. So like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. I'll see you when I'm looking at you.